Alright guys, it's better late than never because version 10.8 is already releasing tonight, but this was in November of Thanksgiving 2021, and I just wanted to share my road trip to Palo Alto experience with multiple supercharger stops on the way. Now, from the get-go, I wanted to do full self-driving, but I already knew that 10.5 doesn't perform as smoothly when entering the freeway from our neighborhood, so that's already not a smooth start. The freeway is child's play for FSD overall, but we have a quick stop for snacks at an exit I haven't tried FSD on before. I didn't like that line. Okay. I think we need to change lanes, yo. Not from this guy though. It does decently on the exit. On the turn, due to faded marks, it spasmed a bit but pulled through. The problem was in the navigation, which made it want to cut across 2 lanes quickly. What are you doing, Elsa? Okay.
Elsa, you drive like me.
Yeah, let's take this route, Elsa. I don't like that route you're trying to cut all the way across. Back on the freeway, after a bit of clear freeways that gave me leeway to use FSD, we encountered some really unusual holiday traffic for a Thanksgiving Saturday, which is usually really quiet. When the traffic is medium, autopilot is pretty uncomfortable for the family, with sometimes hard braking here and there. So I usually only use it with either stop and go traffic or no traffic. Nothing in between, that's janky. Unfortunately, it was mostly in between, so no FSD for a good length of time, making it more fatiguing to drive, you know, especially considering how we paid for full self-driving for this trip. Because of delays, we stuck with just waiting in line for charging and going with no use of any amenities, so it was pretty tiring. This was definitely not how we planned this out at all. We were planning for clear chargers and traffic, but obviously 2021 had different plans. As soon as we left our first charging station at the outlets of Tijuana, more traffic. Thankfully, this was the kind of traffic that autopilot can take care of relatively smoothly, so I got a bit of a break. There was surprisingly no phantom braking on this stretch, considering how it got worse with a recent November update. Having been on the road for a full 10 frickin' hours, 3 hours longer than planned with charging and amenities, I was just happy to get to Palo Alto and for the traffic to have alleviated some. I was too tired to be focused on FSD beta on the very quaint Palo Alto streets when we arrived, though we recorded a simple route to the freeway on our way home. Ooh, it's very confident.
Yeah, that felt confident.
Yeah. Well, let's see the parked cars here. Yep, it sees it. There's a lot of shadows, which I feel like sometimes makes it a little bit afraid.
But this is very spotty, huh? It's like a big block.
Okay, here's a little more narrow passage. It's going to give a phantom brake. Yep, a little bit of phantom braking, but more of a cautious phantom brake. I would say I'm just going to push on the accelerator to just tell it to go. Rear-ended if we have a sudden stop. All right, that's a bike lane. Do you see it? Yeah. And I think we go 35. Yeah, let's raise this. Let's see manually do this. All right. When there's incoming traffic, it makes me sweat a little bit, but I think Elsa sees more than we give it credit for. Just looking at this nice big window that it gives us, it totally shrinks things over.
Listen, one.
Oh, Pocahontas.
She's so cute.
Okay, now it's confused because it's like, I need to be in the other lane. Oh wow, is it gonna cut somebody off? All right, let's see what happens. Let's see if Elsa cuts somebody off. Oh my god, this is not cool. That's so not cool. Okay. It was blocking traffic.
Mommy's too good. I got both exclusives.
Nice.
No,
Okay, now it's like, oh, this lane, that lane, this lane, that lane. Okay, all right. Wow, this is a little too confident. It's more confident than I am in itself. Okay. All right. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
We did not
Slow down,
there,
Elsa. There's a turn. Really jerky.
I think they ran out. I think you're right.
Jerk. Okay, we gotta merge. Elsa, we gotta merge. Merge, Elsa. Merge. Oh my god, following distance, Elsa.
Okay, no more tries.
Alright, now we're on old full self-driving.
All things considered, it did pretty well without getting honked at, but I'm sure some people thought we were unskilled drivers. The road home had very little traffic and no lines at the chargers, thankfully, which meant we can try more of the FSD uninterrupted. Aside from the automatic lane changing though, there isn't a huge benefit over standard autopilot. Exiting the freeway and entering the rural Pacheco Pass wasn't a comfortable place to use FSD, so I drove manually until it became more of a highway. This stretch is where my confidence in FSD 10.5 for road trips went way downhill. Major phantom braking to a false collision detection kept waking up my wife and kid. This was always when there were no surrounding cars at all. It provoked anxiety in using FSD at this point, which completely defeats the purpose of reducing fatigue on a long trip. My foot had to be on constant high alert to hit the accelerator when it happened. We took a long charging break with pretzels and shoe shopping before going to the mountain pass. At this point, I was only using TAC to feel less anxiety of phantom braking, though it still happened, but at least it didn't catch me off guard as much. As my current subscription was to end the very next day, I decided to give Elsa the Tesla one last hurrah, driving us off the exit and into our neighborhood in FSD. Honestly though, Elsa seemed a bit tired herself, making some really silly navigation choices.
Which left lane will it take? Oh, it decided on this one. Oh, wait, no, it changed its mind. Oh my god. That's horrible. Yeah, that was awful. It's like, no, wait, left, right, I wouldn't trust me.
All in all, at least in our use case, FSD 10.5 doesn't make road trips any easier unless you're too lazy to change the lanes. Stay with standard autopilot for now, really. Even with all the problems, I do look forward to what 10.8 and beyond brings us, as FSD can only get better in the long run, even though some revisions may regress, like how we're seeing with 10.5. For me at least, some people say good things about it, but not me.